Good morning to everybody. How are you all? Fine. Okay. Welcome to the class discussion 3. The new topic we are going to see about the brain vesicles. Okay. So last class we saw about the sensory nucleus and the motor nucleus. Come upon here, these brain vesicles are divided into the three parts. First brain vesicles is divided into three parts: prosencephalon, mesencephalon, rhombencephalon. Okay. The prosencephalon is nothing but you all studied in your higher secondary level. Prosencephalon is nothing but is the forebrain. Mesencephalon is nothing but midbrain. Rhombencephalon is nothing but hindbrain. Okay, this is the first brain vesicles are divided into three parts. Second, this is the second brain vesicles. The prosencephalon is divided into the two parts. One is a telencephalon, one is a diencephalon. The mesencephalon is divided into only one part, is called as a mesencephalon. Rhombencephalon divided into two parts, one is a metencephalon, one is a myelencephalon. Okay. Prosencephalon divided into two parts, one is the telencephalon, one is the diencephalon. Mesencephalon same. Rhombencephalon divided into two parts, metencephalon and the myelencephalon. Okay. This telencephalon contains cerebrum and the corpus striatum. Okay, this telencephalon, cerebrum and the corpus striatum will be get present. This diencephalon contains thalamus, hypothalamus, subthalamus, metathalamus and epithalamus. This diencephalon consists thalamus, hypothalamus, subthalamus, metathalamus and the epithalamus. All these are diencephalon. And this diencephalon also consists the neurohypophysis and the optic stalk. Neurohypophysis is nothing but posterior pituitary. Posterior pituitary which is present in the diencephalon. The optic stalk which is present in the diencephalon. The mesencephalon is the midbrain. Okay. Next, the rhombencephalon is divided into the two parts. One is the metencephalon, one is the myelencephalon. The metencephalon consists of pons plus cerebellum. Pons and the cerebellum. This myelencephalon consists the medulla oblongata. Contains the medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata is the myelencephalon of the rhombencephalon. Okay. So these secondary brain vesicles, it contains some parts. The telencephalon, in this telencephalon, ventricles will be get present. In the secondary brain vesicles, ventricles will be get present. We'll see there are the four ventricles I said in the previous class when we are seeing in the embryology topic. That time I explained that time we saw about the fourth ventricle. Am I right? So we'll see here. Two lateral ventricles are present in the telencephalon. Two lateral ventricles are present in the telencephalon. Okay, this is the right, this is the left. Right lateral ventricle, left lateral ventricle are present in the telencephalon. The third ventricle is present in the diencephalon. The third ventricle which is present in the diencephalon. Okay. The fourth ventricle which is present in the metencephalon. The fourth ventricle which is present in the metencephalon. Okay. So in the mesencephalon, cerebral aqueduct is present. Cerebral aqueduct. So this cerebral aqueduct, it receives the CSF fluid from third ventricle to the fourth ventricle. Cerebrospinal fluid. So when we are going to see about the ventricles topic, which is very briefly, that time I will explain very detailedly about all the things. Just denote it, the brain vesicles, what are the parts it contains. The first brain vesicles is divided into the three parts: prosencephalon, mesencephalon and the rhombencephalon. The second brain vesicles are divided into five parts. The first prosencephalon divided into telencephalon, the diencephalon, and it contains the parts. And the mesencephalon. Next, the rhombencephalon is divided into two parts. One is the metencephalon, one is the myelencephalon. Okay, this all the things you have to be remember it. The telencephalon which is consist of cerebrum and the corpus striatum. The diencephalon which is consist of thalamus, hypothalamus, subthalamus, metathalamus, epithalamus. It also consists of neurohypophysis. Neurohypophysis is nothing but posterior pituitary. Okay, so the midbrain, mesencephalon, pons, cerebellum, metencephalon, myelencephalon is the medulla oblongata. Okay. Next session we saw about the third brain vesicle. Okay.